back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstaged. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. These people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year, they rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Well, you got to think Charles Atwin's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, Goodson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows, get the ball to him right away.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Dug in now to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Andrews, the tight end, in motion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
All right, let's go. Out.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and a tackle because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And now here's a carry heading left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Turbo one, high. Turbo one, high. G, 21G. Hey.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That's out quickly to Hyatt. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Goodson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And they needed to be. Was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Goodson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Duggan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now. Goodson, and some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no! Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. A big play there for LA. 55 yards.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's 3rd and 3.
31G.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Chase Claypool, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Duggan to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Duggan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, Goodson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They're going to look to throw this. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Duggan looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Throwing, Duggan. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Offense was moving a little bit, out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, Dugan. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. On the run, this is Gray. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Solo left Zion.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Raiders have got him. Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off-play action. Dugan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Dugan. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Goodson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Goodson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Goodson. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
on as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's to the sideline and incomplete. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Throwing to start the drive. Dugan escaping the pressure right. He connects with Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Off the play fake. Dugan. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And his kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
All right, fellas, listen up. Hey, long.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On 1st down, Goodson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, Goodson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Max Duggan doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, come on.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Motion left, Cup. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Dugan. And he's got it. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Goodson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Raiders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Raiders 34, Rams 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On play action, here's Tua. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And some room to maneuver. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 139 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Byron Young. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Up the middle they go. Goodson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 3rd down and very long. Duggan now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw is Duggan. Pressure comes and down he goes. DJ Reader. His way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they